What up, savages? Welcome to the Savage Land. And today, I want to introduce you to another segment on my channel. The time I was off, I was thinking about different things I wanted to do with my channel. And today, you're going to you almost kind of got introduced last week to what was going on. And this segment of my channel is called The Field. I love G.I. Joe Classified. I'm rocking with Valorverse also. And I just wanted to dedicate one show out the week that's totally dedicated to either or just talking really about G.I. Joe Classified news, because I'm a G.I. Joe guy and that's going to be the header of the show. But it's called The Field. And in The Field, I'm going to go over G.I. Joe news. I might do some G.I. Joe unboxings because I got a lot of G.I. Joe figures, and today we're going to do a small example of that with this gung-ho that I've had for months and I just really want to open up. And it's basically just sitting up and talking about G.I. Joe, having discussion, almost kind of like a live before I actually can build myself up to do a live. But today, Hasbro, wow, they dropped a bomb today with G.I. Joe reveals, man, and it was just a very, very explosive day. And I know you guys pretty much heard everybody else talk about it, but let's talk about it with me for a little bit and get old Savage's thoughts on what happened today. And I'm just gonna say off the rip, it was unbelievable, and it came from out of nowhere. They sent a heat seeker and it just blew everything up. It's really been the talk of the community for the past 12 hours from what I've seen. So while we talk about the 4 reveals that they dropped today, I'm going to be unboxing my gung-ho figure, which I've been really wanting to see what this guy's about for the past 6 months, which he's pretty much just has new deco. He's in his classic blue uniform like he is from the cartoon, and looks like he has a new face sculpt, but same body. They redid the tattoo, it's a little bit bigger. And I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I really like this gung-ho. I think, to me, this is the best retro card that they've done. And I actually like and would hang up on my wall. So let's get into it. But let's talk about the first reveal that we saw. And it's from Snow Job, which sounds like Blow Job. And I think everybody laughs at that. But Snow Job looks incredible, man. He's a potential troop builder because he has that white Arctic suit, and it kind of almost remember this of that episode when I think the first time you seen Quick Flip, they were all up in the Arctic, and crazy part about it, he was up there running around with no shirt and shoes on, but that's a story for another day. But Snow Job looks incredible, man. He has skis, he has a long range rifle, and he has snowshoes. He has an alternate head, and they just really loaded this guy out. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump to it. The biggest thing that probably only put a damper on this, they come with some crazy, outrageous prices for the most part. What you see with Classified, we pretty much get quite a bit of stuff besides multiple hands. And I guess when it comes to Valorverse versus G.I. Joe Classified, I guess that extra $6 or $7 goes to Valorverse's hands, because G.I. Joe still comes loaded out. They don't really have no frill in there. They give you pretty much what you want. But this Snow Job looks awesome. I know I'm grabbing them. And I'm thinking if it is a price hike on there for him, just what he looks like, they might try to do him as an Amazon exclusive. I'm thinking, and they might do him like Kamakara, which to me Kamakara was all right. I still don't think he was warranted at the price that he was set at. I still think he should be in like 25 bucks. And to be honest with you, they loaded you out with him, but they gave you a bunch of red ninja weapons, and they should have gave Kamakara like a lot of guns. Like, I wouldn't mind having 2 Uzis in that pack, and who's with me on that? Like, 2 Uzis would have been dope, a couple of pistols, and just give him his 2 swords. But if I was gonna load Kamakara out, I would have loaded him up with some pistols, and he could have saved all that other stuff. But Snow Job looks good. I think he might be an Amazon exclusive. Who knows? We're gonna see. And just going over with this episode of The Field, like I'm not Artist Shark, I'm not Viper. I'm not gonna sit up here and try to predict to you. And nothing knocking them guys. I watch them guys all day, every day. That's Viper is entertaining, And Artishock, from what I've seen, his information is pretty much on point for the most part. But nobody can ever really predict. Who knows what to do, because nobody works for Hasbro. But yeah, Snow Job looks incredible. Got a cool little backpack for Gung-ho here. I like this. I'm really feeling this blue on him, man. I think this is dope. I'm really feeling him. He's simple too. He just has his grenade launcher, or shotgun here, and he has his pistol and a knife and his guns. And then so let's talk about the next reveal. And I'm sorry, man, it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. By the time y'all see this, it might be the afternoon, but it's 3 a.m. in here. Boy, I've been putting in that oil. Oh, this is a good one. Steel Corpse. And the crazy part about it is I was thinking about this the other day, about Steel Brigade. And, if you're familiar with my show, I did a Valorverse versus G.I. Joe, or G.I. Joe versus Action Force last year, the War. War is good for business. I got a part 2 coming on that. And I have the schematic of it and how I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to just think about it maybe about a day or 2 more, then I'm going to start working on that. And I think I released the last video last year about around this time. It should be the 1-year anniversary. And I think I'll do one a year on the war between G.I. Joe and Valorverse. Knife, got a gun here, a little small 9 for a Gung-ho here. Got his hat. His hat is a little bit different too. So pretty dope. He looks good. He looks phenomenal. I'm really digging this Carolina blue. Or sea blue. But let's get back to the Steel Corpse. So I guess Hasbro doesn't have the license for the name, but they came up with the imagery. It's their pretty much baby. So I don't know if they have any legalities with that, as far as like Valorverse saying, "Oh, well, you stole the look. Well, you got the look from us." You know what I'm saying? So I think it gets kind of dicey and split up when you start getting into trademarking and properties such as that, especially if somebody came up with the idea and owned it, and then somebody came and brought the IP. So it can get real tricky with that. But let's get straight into it with those guys. It comes with, and this is the male and female trooper they've been talking about, the troop builder for G.I. Joe for the past 6 months, which is awesome. It's perfect, and it's the same way. At the same time as sending a shot at Valorverse, like, hey, you send a shot over here, we send a shot back. But it's also a good diversity pack, and it's also a good troop builder for G.I. Joe. And the jetpack is just, they were the first to the punch on that. I don't even think Valorverse came out with a jetpack yet. Also with this jetpack, you can put it on Stalker now. Now Stalker can finally get a jetpack. So there's a lot of versatility with this 2-pack here, and it has blast effects, which Bobby beat them to that first. But now they're starting to put it on, and G.I. Joe blast effects actually looks really, really good. And they come with 2 submachine guns, alternate heads. Like, they're listening now. Like, Hasbro is listening. And like I said, you might want to talk junk about Lenny, but I really think he's really like he's really throwing down for G.I. Joe, because I can tell he really loves, because they're listening. They're giving you alternate helmeted heads, the blast effects, the guns. So, and it's a troop builder, male and female. Is this the one? No. That's the Televiper. But they're also giving you ethnicity too. Also, they're giving you black and white troops, and then they diversify up with gender. They're giving you male and female troops. So that's awesome. And like I said, you can really take this jetpack and put it on more iconic characters and known for having a jetpack, like Stalker in the first episode of G.I. Joe, when he was on that bike and he was on the jetpack and he flew up in the air and did all that crazy stuff. But dope. Like I said, every last reveal today was like a bomb, like an atom bomb, and it was just like If you're not feeling this, you're just a hater, man. Like, for real, for real. And the Steel Corps looks close to the Steel Brigade, which, be quite honest with you, I have the Valorverse Night Brigades, the Night Ops, which I haven't opened up yet, but I'm not too big of a fan of the Steel Brigade design. Now, the Night Ops stuff looks good in the black and green, but I never really planned on getting the other version of Valorverse. To me, be honest with you, the women version looks a little bit better than the male. I don't know if I'm the only person that feels like that, but the women version of the Steel Brigade looks better than the male. Not just really not feeling the real big round lollipop head, so, you know, everything's not for everybody. But I wouldn't doubt Valorverse that made a good figure on that. I'm not saying they made a bad figure. I'm just not feeling it. But the Steel Corps, like I said, I'm not too huge on that design, but I'm liking it. I actually like it a little bit better than Valorverse's. And like I said, with the accessories. But the biggest thing is, what would the price be? What will the price be? And that's the kicker. So we're gonna see. Hopefully they don't kill themselves out with that one. All right, on to the next one, which is another bombshell. Like, everything was a bombshell. The Televiper with the Trouble Bubble. Man, I'm almost thinking that might be a Target exclusive, but I don't know. It doesn't have a Python theme on it. I think all of these might, either, if all of these aren't regular releases, they're going to be fan channel, or one of them might be exclusive. But this Televiper with the Trouble Bubble, it has a different ethnicity. Man, I can't say that tonight. Ethnicities. It has a black African American helmeted head. It has a Caucasian American helmeted head, and then it has just a straight helmet head. But you just don't want them to see nothing. And this is almost kind of an answer within the line to the jetpack I was just talking about. Now you have aerial battle. So you got your Cobras in the air, and you got your Joes in the air, and kind of like smaller vehicles, man. And also, once again, another troop builder. And if it's not too inexpensive, people can actually build those out. And as you can see here, I love the troop build. Now, will you see me buy 20 of those? Nah. Not unless it was inexpensive, like 20 bucks a piece. But with holding a $50, $60 price range, which I think that Trouble Bubble will be in, I'm looking to get about 4 of them, to be honest with you. I need them in on card. I definitely need 2 in display. And no bullshit, I probably just have 1 in the cut. But Trouble Bubble, and they've been talking about these for almost about the past year, but now you finally see them, and it's just fire, man. It looks awesome. And last but not least is Scrap Iron. That shit is fire. That shit looks good, man. It looks really, really good. It's just an upgrade on his weaponry, like that with the switch. He got, hey, everybody, all them young boys talking about a switch. He got a switch for real. He'll hit it on you real quick. And then now it has tank treads, which is awesome, man. And it sticks to his traditional like blue and red suit with his helmeted head. You don't see if you can take the helmet off, but if it trying to stay true to OG fashion, you won't be able to take the helmet off. It'll be on his head, which wouldn't bother me. That's his look. You don't really know what he looks like up under there. But fire, man, fire. All 4 of these. 2 with kind of slash vehicles, and then 2 just straight loaded out. So Snow Job and the Trooper pack is just loaded out with accessories. And then the other 2 have these bomb ass like small vehicles, man. This shit is just fire, man. They dropped a atom bomb today, and I really think it was a shot at Valorverse for dropping them girls, because everybody's been talking about them girls. So they're like, okay, you got your little Girl Scouts. We got that ass today, and I got the girls. They're in my pile of loot at BBTS, which they'll be coming later on down the road. But I got the girls. And like I said, this channel right here for me is mostly for G.I. Joe Classified, but I ain't knocking Valorverse. I got plenty of Valorverse. But like I said, I'm going to dedicate something once a week to, Classified. And anything that goes on around Classified. And we're going to call it The Field. So The Field 1 was last week. unboxing my troopers and getting them. Well, I've already unboxed troopers, just getting the shelf set up. And this is field number 2. Just basically G.I. Joe news and the post talk about the reveals today. And also giving you a little splash of, gung-ho. Which this gung-ho is fire, man. Fire. Classic gung-ho. It's dope. He's moved good out the package. Legs are good. Of course, he has the double jointed. And everybody talks about G.I. Joe limbs are stiff. They're have a little retention on them, but not like Valorverse. Valorverse can be hard as a brick to where you feel like you about to break them. This guy right here, I'm moving them with ease out the pack. I mean, I feel little clicks in the shoulders, but all my G.I. Joes, I've never really had a problem moving those guys around, man, as far as their articulation and having stiff joints or anything like that. I mean, they're not as smooth as a Mayfax, but I definitely don't have any problems with it. And I'm definitely feeling this gung-ho, and I'm definitely will be glad to put him on the shelf, because like I said, I told you guys I felt a little bit underwhelmed with my G.I. Joe section, and it's because I just haven't opened up a lot of my Joes, and I really haven't opened up a lot of my Cobras. Just my Cobra army so big, it's satisfying, but I still have plenty of Cobra individuals to open up. But how do you feel about the G.I. Joe reveals today? If you're so inclined to do so, put it in the comments below. Let's talk, let's chat. This is what this channel is about. I'm trying to build it up. If you can, give me a like, and like I just said, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel out. It helps see the activities going, and it's almost like to me, it's almost like a store when you walk into it. If you don't see anybody in a store or anybody in a department shopping, then nobody will go in. But once you see somebody in there, people will start attracting like flies. The reason why I noticed is because I had my own little clothing store, and I seen that. When my store was empty, nobody came in there. But 1 or 2 people be shopping, and the next thing you know, I look up, there's like 15 people in there shopping. And I think that's how this algorithm works on YouTube. But yeah, man, I just had to go over that news with you guys. And like I said, I know you heard it from 1,000 people, but it's always good to talk. Let me know how you feel. I thought it was fire. I think they really put a hole in Valorverse Battleship today. Which at the end of the day, you're not gonna hurt Valorverse, man. They got a cult following, to be honest with you, dude. But G.I. Joe made a statement today. Whoever dropped that bomb had a damn detonator, and they love hitting that damn button today. Fire! So, savages, till the next time I see you, God bless. And I got some more videos coming out. Matter of fact, my next palette picks will be a G.I. Joe video. All G.I. Joe unboxings also will be on this segment, the field. I got a Duke Tiger Force that I'll put out in a couple of days on palette picks, but I'll just try to get the channel back jumped off, so I put it in that section. And it's really not about Duke, it's about his pants. Those damn tiger pants, I love them, to be honest with you, I love them. But like I said, give a like, comment, subscribe, and to the next time, savages, God bless. Giving you wow, I know it's late. They also gave me ethnicity.